Once upon a time, there was a farmer who had a chicken house. He kept many chickens there, and he collected their eggs every day. He also had a cat who chased away any mice or rats that tried to steal the eggs. One day, a big storm came and knocked down a tree near the chicken house. The farmer did not notice that a large egg had fallen from the tree and rolled into the chicken house. The egg was not a chicken egg, but an eagle egg. It had been laid by a mother eagle who had built her nest on the top of the tree. She had flown away to find food, and she did not return in time to save her egg. The next day, the farmer came to the chicken house and saw the egg. He thought it was a chicken egg, but he noticed that it was bigger and heavier than the others. He decided to keep it and see what would hatch from it. He put it in a warm and cozy place and waited patiently. A few weeks later, the egg cracked open and a baby bird came out. It was not a chicken, but an eagle. It had yellow eyes, a sharp beak, and strong claws. It looked very different from the other chicks, but it did not know that. It thought it was a chicken, and it acted like a chicken. It pecked at the grains, clucked at the noises, and followed the mother hen. The farmer was surprised and amused by the strange bird. He called it Eddie, and he treated it like a pet. He gave it extra food and attention, and he showed it to his friends and neighbors. Everyone was amazed by Eddie, and they wondered what he would grow up to be. Eddie grew up fast, and he became bigger and stronger than the other chickens. He also became curious and restless, and he wanted to explore the world outside the chicken house. He often looked at the sky, and he felt a strange attraction to it. He did not know why, but he felt that he belonged there. One day, he saw a large shadow passing over the chicken house. He looked up, and he saw a magnificent bird flying in the sky. It had brown feathers, a white head, and a yellow beak. It had a wingspan of more than 6 feet, and it soared gracefully and effortlessly. It was an eagle, and it was Eddie's father. Eddie felt a surge of emotion in his heart. He admired and envied the eagle, and he wished he could fly like him. He did not know that he was an eagle, and that he could fly if he wanted to. He had never learned to use his wings, and he had never tried to leave the ground. He had always lived like a chicken, and he had accepted his fate. The eagle saw Eddie, and he recognized him as his son. He was shocked and saddened by what he saw. He wondered how his son had ended up in a chicken house and why he had not learned to fly. He decided to help him, and he flew down to the chicken house. He landed on the roof, and he called out to Eddie. "Eddie, Eddie, come here. I have something to tell you." Eddie heard the voice, and he was startled and scared. He did not know who it was, and he did not know what he wanted. He hid behind the mother hen, and he said, "Who are you? What do you want?" "I am your father, and I want to talk to you. You are not a chicken, but an eagle. You have wings, and you can fly. You do not belong here, but in the sky. Come with me, and I will show you." Eddie was confused and doubtful. He did not believe what the eagle said, and he did not trust him. He said, "You are lying. You are not my father, but a stranger. I am not an eagle, but a chicken. I have no wings, and I cannot fly. I belong here, and not in the sky. Leave me alone, and go away." The eagle was hurt and angry. He could not understand why Eddie was so stubborn and ignorant. He said, "You are foolish and blind. You are wasting your life and your talent on things that do not matter. You are living like a prisoner, and not like a king. You are an eagle, and you should act like one. Come with me, and I will teach you." Eddie was annoyed and defiant. He did not like what the eagle said, and he did not want to go with him. He said, "You are rude and arrogant. You are trying to change me and my life for things that I do not care. I am happy and content with what I have and who I am. I am a chicken, and I will stay like one. Go away and leave me alone." The eagle was disappointed and frustrated. He could not persuade Eddie to come with him, and he could not force him to do so. He realized that Eddie had made his choice, and he had to respect it. He said, "Very well, Eddie. I will go away, and I will leave you alone. But remember this: you are an eagle, and you can fly. You have a gift, and you can use it. You have a destiny, and you can fulfill it. Do not let anyone or anything stop you from being who you are and doing what you can. The sky is your home, and it is waiting for you. The eagle then flew away, and he never came back. He hoped that Eddie would change his mind, and he would follow him someday. Eddie watched the eagle leave, and he felt a mix of emotions. He was relieved and glad that he was gone, but he was also curious and intrigued by what he had said. He wondered if he was telling the truth, and if he was really an eagle. He looked at his wings, and he felt a faint urge to try them. He looked at the sky, and he felt a slight pull to join it. But he quickly dismissed these thoughts, and he returned to his normal life. He decided to ignore the eagle and to forget what he had said. He convinced himself that he was happy and content as a chicken, and that he did not need anything else. He stayed in the chicken house, and he never left the ground. He lived like a chicken, and he died like a chicken. The moral of the story is, do not lose sight of who you are and what you can do. Do not be afraid or ashamed of your differences, but embrace and celebrate them. Do not settle for less, but strive for more. Be true to yourself and live up to your potential.